Welcome to Christian Basics. I'm Thomas Bogoti. In Christian Basics, I talk about various kind of Christian issues and topics helpful for immature Christians, the non-Christians, and for all those people who want to know about Christianity. Let's talk about what a tithing is. You have seen Christians offering tithes in the church, and sometimes you have been to church and you see that Christians are offering some kind of offerings and they're giving some kind of tithes, they're giving some kind of money, crops, animals, and so on. You find these experiences in the Bible. You find these experiences among the people in the church. But why do they really practice this? And what does it really mean to tithe? Okay, let me explain you some of the examples of other religions. There are Muslims who give zakat. There are Hindus who offer some coins and money to their idols. And there are Buddhists who offer flowers and fruits to the Buddhist statues and idols and monasteries and wherever they go. But tithing is quite a different thing. It's a more systematic offering. And it's more than offering, it's a tithing. Tithing is a 10% of everything you have earned. It may be your income, it may be your animals, fruits, vegetables, minerals, stones, it may be gold, silver, anything. And you give 10% of everything you have earned, 10% of everything you have gained as a profit or you have earned to the God. God of the Bible says that we are to offer tithe or 10% of everything that we have and we have received from the surrounding, we have received from our occupation, we have received from our families, and we have received from animals and the friends who ever give us. So, what a tithing is? A tithing is, again I tell you, it's a 10% of everything. And you give it to God. Abraham was one of the person who actually practiced tithing. And his grandson, Jacob, in the Bible also practiced tithing. And later on, Moses came with some laws regarding tithing and offerings. And there are other people who emphasize on tithing. Jesus Christ told Pharisees and Sadducees that they should and they ought to practice tithing. He also indicated the Israelites to continue practicing tithing because it is a very important practice that came even before the law of Moses was given to them. Jesus Christ commanded the Israelites, Sadducees and Pharisees to give what belongs to Caesar and to give what belongs to God to God. So according to Jesus, tithes and offerings totally belongs to God. That is why the Bible and the God of the Bible commands His people to set aside 10% of everything that they have, because it actually does not belong to the earner. It actually does not belong to the one who works really hard. It actually doesn't belong to anyone who produces it. It actually belongs to God who provides the needs of the people. It is to be separated for God. And it is very important to note that tithing should be given out of a right source. Your source of income should be really good. It should be ethical. It should be moral. It should be biblical, because our God is not a God who likes bad fields. He's not a God who likes murder, bribery and prostitution happening around the nation, around the society. So God actually doesn't want any income, He doesn't want any offerings or tithe that has been brought up due to prostitution, theft, murder, embezzlement, bribe, corruption, theft that happens in the society. Because this is not the method, this is not the occupation that God likes. And according to the Bible, these works are the works of the devil. So actually God doesn't want any income, He doesn't want any tithing and offerings that have been earned due to some demonic activities that we have performed. According to law, these kind of activities are illegal. According to Bible, this kind of activities are unbiblical. According to religious scriptures, these kind of activities are the works of the devil. So even the Bible claims that these are the works of the devil. So we should not try to offer offerings and tithes that has been earned out of our selfish greed and various kind of demonic activities that we performed to increase our wealth, our prosperity and our income. So I'm going to explain to you what a tithing is by example. Now if I have 1000 kg of gold, I have to offer 10 kg of gold to God. If I have new baby animals from their mother animal, now I should offer one of the best animal to the God. Means like if my goat has given birth to new 10 kids, I have to select one of the kids and give it to God. If my crops have produced lots of crops, I should measure some kgs, and give tithe 10% of the total kg to God. If I have earned about $10,000 a month, I should give about $100 to God. This is a tithing, and this is what God demands. And the God of the Bible says that this actually belongs to only God. And whenever a human being or person tries to use the tithe or the money or the sources that belongs to the tithe, the 10%, God actually tells that person is like a thief. And why do we need to pay tithe? We need to pay tithe in order for the temples to operate, in order for the churches to operate. The church has to do a lot of activities. They have to organize programs, events. They have to, educate the young Christians. They have to disciple the people. They have to do various kind of missionary activities. They have to feed the poor, give clothes to the naked. They have to visit the people who are in prison. They have to set the captives free. And for all this, it takes some kind of investment, some kind of expenses, and those kind of expenses, those kind of investments are covered up by the tithes and offerings that are paid by the believers, that are paid by the Christians, that are paid by the Jews, the temples and the churches. I hope now you are clear about what a tithing is, and I believe that you will continue to tithe to God no matter what happens to you, and it should come out of pure motive. It should come out of pure, holy and biblical and godly sources. Make it sure that it doesn't come out of demonic, it doesn't come out of unbiblical and irreligious and illegal sources and immoral sources. If you want to know more about Christianity, and if you want to know what a tithing is and how you should give it, and if you want to know more about other topics and issues, you can send me questions. I'll try to answer you. If you want some suggestions, please let me know. I'll try to find out the answers for you from the Bible. If you have any sicknesses and diseases, please let me know. I would be really glad to pray for you. If you are suffering from some kind of mental diseases, demonic possessions, please let me know. I will pray over you and you will be healed, and I will do that absolutely for free. Thank you so much. Until then, keep subscribing our channel, liking our channel, and if you have not hit that bell icon, please hit the bell icon, because I may come up with various kind of issues and topics besides Christian basics to aware you about Christianity and for the things that are happening in the world, so that you will be more informed, knowledge, and be helped in the days to come.